everybody, Prepper Nurse One here. I don't know if this is going to be, I'm going to kick this up just a little. There. Okay, hopefully that's better. Good evening. Today is still Tuesday, the 28th of December, 2021. I'm still like blown away how fast this year has gone and how quickly the time has just absolutely blown by this year. It's crazy. But it happens. It definitely happens. So I hope you're enjoying the fire. I just stoked it. I just took the dogs out for a run because Hella was jumping all over me. She is so funny, guys. I'll tell you what, that dog, she demands her attention in your time. There's no doubt about that. So that's a good thing. All right, I want to get into this video, and this is kind of I don't even know how to say it. People are always coming from a different perspective, and I know that like when I talk a lot of times about groups and stuff like that, and a lot of people are like, nope, we have to go it alone. There's nobody, and blah blah blah. So what I wanted to talk about was, who do you trust? Okay. Now it is absolutely apparent that, and not even just who can you count on. Who do you trust and who can you count on? Obviously, we can never count on our government. There's absolutely no doubt. That is a no-brainer. If anybody has paid attention to a lot of the disasters that have happened, especially, like I said, for me, the eye-opening catastrophe that really opened my eyes and got me going with prepping, especially when my children were small, was Hurricane Katrina back in 2005. And a stark realization came over me at that point. It was like that light bulb moment, that epiphany moment. And I realized we can't count on the government. Things go really bad. If there's a huge disaster, we cannot count on the government. So, we needed to be proactive and count on ourselves. But a big part of working together with like-minded people, one of the biggest things, to be honest with you, is trust. Who do you trust? Who can you count on, right? And who can you not count on? And I'm going to tell you what, and I have found through the course of time, through history, you find out pretty quickly the people that you can count on and the people that you can't count on. It is, if it doesn't, here's the thing. If something doesn't affect them directly, you can't count on them a lot of times. Not in every instance, I will tell you that, but in a lot of instances, a lot of times you cannot count on people because they're not going to be there. And so, with talking of working as a group and stuff like that, can you count on these people? Are they going to be there for you? Are they going to, step up when it's time to step up? It's a very tricky thing. It really, really is. But, I think the government really perpetuates a lot of that mistrust. And this is just strictly not trying to give out, false information or anything like that, but they definitely, with, if you look at policies and you look at what they do, it's almost, and like I said, this is strictly my opinion, there's that intentional divide. Keeping people separated, keeping people fighting over whatever the case may be. And that's not healthy. That is definitely not something that is a positive thing. That is definitely not healthy. That doesn't help anybody because it breeds a lot of mistrust. I mean, you look at right now, there is so much mistrust out there. It's very difficult to take chances, to trust people. It is, because you're on that mindset of what's their angle, what are they after, what are they looking for? And, I think you have to take chances sometimes. You have to have trust. And, if you can connect with people that their views kind of align with your views, or you look at the bigger picture of things and realize that everybody's not going to agree on everything, but you can come to a common ground. I think that's a good start. And so, I'm going to tell you what, my grandfather told me, and such wise advice a lot of times from our elders. And I remember him telling me, he said, in your lifetime, if you can count the number of friends that you have on one hand, he said, you're a lucky man. He said, Eddie goes, I have a lot of acquaintances, a lot of people that I know. We'll hang out. He goes, we'll have a beer, we'll have a laugh or whatever and stuff like that. But they're not my friend. They're not somebody that I can count on. He said, they're an acquaintance. And I have found, because I've done a lot of different jobs through the years and stuff like that. And the one thing that I found, I had a buddy of mine when we worked at, there was a hospital that I worked at, Monroe Community Hospital. We were really super tight. I mean, we went through orientation together. We were about the same age. We hit it off. He was a cool dude, I was a CNA at the time. He was an LPN. He went on and got his RN, and I went on and got my LPN. So he's still there, still working there. But we don't, once you are out of that job, and I left and went on with my life, with a lot of people, it's out of sight, out of mind. And that's to me, that's sad. Because, there's no concern, there's no caring in a lot of cases today. And I'm not saying every case, so please don't think I'm lumping everybody in the same category, because I'm not. Because there's a lot of tremendous people out there, there's a lot of really good people, there's a lot of really giving people. There's people out there that'll take the shirt off their back to help somebody else. And that's an awesome thing. But what you have to understand is, unfortunately, because, and like I said, I believe that it's done on purpose to keep us all at odds with each other. There is an agenda to keep us all together, because if we come together and we work together and show people that, holy crap, these people from different backgrounds, different states, different upbringings, different views on some things, but have a common goal and a common view of surviving, of taking care of their families, watching out for each other. That's scary to the government, because they don't like that. They don't want you to be independent. They don't want you to be free. They don't want you to realize, holy crap, this is something we could all do if we wanted to. And I'm going to encourage you all. I know I have a lot of newer subscribers on the channel. When I make my move this year and I go down to West Virginia in the spring, follow that journey. Follow what we're doing. Because we are going to have people from completely different backgrounds coming together for one common purpose. And that is to be prepared for whatever's going to happen, to forge those relationships, to make a pact, if you will, to work for each other, to work with each other, to work looking out for each other. That is going to be interesting. And I truly believe, with some bumps in the road, I'm sure, I truly believe that is something that can happen and it can come together. And, if you get, like I said, if you get the right-minded, like-minded people, like I said, they don't have to agree on everything. Nobody's ever going to. I mean, that's a fact, okay? But if you plan on working together and have a goal and a dream and those type of things, it can come together. It really, really can. And so I think that that's important. I think that that's what we should be striving for. Oh my God, that we would actually look out for our neighbors, to watch out for people, to care about people, to make sure that, if there's an issue and somebody's sick, that they got something to eat, that they're, looked after, that they're cared for. What a concept, huh? Interesting. I don't think it's too far-fetched. I don't think I'm a dreamer when I think about that. You know, I guess I know I'm an optimistic. Always been an optimistic. I'm a glass half full guy as opposed to a glass half empty guy. I always try to look at the best in people. I always like to give people the benefit of the doubt. You know, maybe I'm too trusting. Maybe I'm naive. I don't know. I'm sure some of you probably think so. But, you know, I think that what is going to happen when I move to West Virginia and we get like-minded people working together for the same goal and the same purposes, I think you're going to be amazed at how that works out and what we can get accomplished and what we can do working together. I think you're going to be amazed. I really do. And I can't wait to start that journey. We've got to get through the winter. It's actually snowing out right now. I was out, did my earlier video and it wasn't snowing, but it is now. You know, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, and I can't wait to have you all come along on that journey. We're starting on a property basically from scratch. All we did last fall is, you know, a load of stone. Got one load of stone in there. Made the pad for the camper. Got the camper down in there. You know, used the Bobcat, cleaned up a few things and stuff like that. And it's, like I said, it's going to be neat. It's going to be neat. And I am looking forward to that journey, what we're going to do down there, because I'll tell you what, it's just, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of work, but at the same time, it will be like, okay, here we go, giddy up. So, I can't wait, guys, I really can't. But anyway, I am going to jump off of here for now, but I just wanted to talk about this. You know, having people that you can count on. Who can you count on? Who's there for you? And if you don't ever take any chances, you don't ever reach out, you don't ever put yourself out of your comfort zone, nothing's ever going to change. And when the time comes, you may be facing things completely alone, with nobody there that gives a crap. I would rather take the chance and have some people that, you know, that I could count on, and that they can count on me. You know, and that we're going to watch out for each other, and we're going to make sure that we're all safe. Little bitty buddy. You good boy? He's a good cat. He's a good cat. What do you think? He was actually, the other day, he was out in the run under the chicken coop. So, he's a no-joke kind of cat. He's gotten a couple rats. He got a couple this year. So, didn't you? Yeah. You eat them? So I won't be using poison, guys, out there. I don't want my cats to be eating dead rats and then die because they ate them because we poisoned them. So that's definitely not going to happen. But anyway, I want to hear your feedback on this chat. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear what you think. I know a lot of you are very, very pessimistic, unfortunately, instead of optimistic. I always try to be optimistic. You know, it's remember that old saying, it's always darkest before the dawn. I still think there's hope. I still think there's hope. I really do. And but we have to come together for that to happen. So anyway, guys, remember, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race, and I wish people would really realize that. That would be awesome if they could. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that will stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it. Nobody else. Stay positive. Stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I will see you all later. I hope you all have a great night. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.